Westview High School on the map officially in Class 2A.
And the Westview Warriors go to 25-3 on the year. Troy Neely wins his second state championship.
Hostetler. Oh, tough move by Scott Hostetler. Bounce pass to Rensberger. And he puts it in off the glass. Now he'll pump it up from the left side and hit. Look at the trap. That's trouble when you find Yoder that wide open.
And we're back at Westview High School for the boys game tonight. Good to have you aboard. The girls getting defeated by the Bethany Bruins earlier tonight, 54-20. Good to have you back. Tonight's game is brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Height Auto Body, US 20 West and LaGrange, Eden Worship Center, Topeka Do It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Also by Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, your local source for powder coating. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Dale is the right man for the job. And LaGwana, serving our customers with creative solutions. Our bronze sponsors are Topeka Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy. Also, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka. Our passion is protecting yours. By Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury, for your automotive repair and tire service needs. Also, Topeka Clinic on Lehman Drive in Topeka. Dutch Blessing Floral in Shipshewana, featuring floral arrangements and gift baskets for all occasions. Mold Mob, located just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250. And by Precision Financial Group with local advisors Andrew Landgraf, Adam Christer, and Ryan Yoder. And Jamie and I will be back to take an in-depth look at tonight's first game of the 2021 season for the Westview Warriors as they meet up with the Bethany Bruins. Right. Sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Back at Westview High School, we're about 4.5 minutes away from tip-off for the first game of the 2021 season for the boys as they are back to their traditional, I guess, opener against the Bethany Bruins after a hiatus of 1 year. Jamie, a different year, as we mentioned the other night in the scrimmage. So odd being here broadcasting without very many fans in the stands, but here we are, and it's another basketball season for the boys' Westview Warriors.
Yep, it sure is different. Driving to the game thinking about, wow, you know, usually you're really excited about the opening game and the fans and all that, but, you know, we have, I don't know how many are here, 50?
I think Dan figured it out, yeah. I mean,
roughly.
Yeah, something like that.
Regardless, the players are excited. It's still basketball, and we're glad we can play, and we're thankful for that. So, you know, this is not, you know, you mentioned last year we didn't play Bethany last year, and the reason for that is so we could play in that special game that we played in down in Warsaw.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I forget the teams we played down there because you only can have so many games, and so Bethany was gracious enough to let us not play last year. Before that, the previous 4 years, the average score has been 73-21. So it's been kind of a lopsided series. I would expect that Bethany is much improved. They have a promising young freshman in Tyson Chump. If he doesn't start, he'll certainly play quite a bit. And I noticed they got quite a bit of size. Out of their 9 players, 7 of them are 6 foot or bigger. And then they have 6'3", 6'3", and 6'6". So they're bigger than we are. And on the side note, Caleb Corey is not available tonight.
Right.
He's one of our big guys. So we are really outsized tonight. Which, you know, isn't unusual for Westview. But with the last couple of years, we've had teams where we could put 4 or 5 players out there that were 6'4", 6'5". And that's not going to be the case as much this year. We got Drew Lettweiler that's around 6'4", and Brandon Lehman he's up there 6'3" or so, and then of course Caleb's around 6'5", 6'6". So we got good size, just not quite as long as we have in the past. But it should be a whole different look. I think will be fun to watch this team grow and develop, and we'll see what we got starting tonight.
Evan Littweiler and Braden Nash have been brought up to the varsity. I guess it would be Braden Nash has been brought up to replace Caleb Corey in this ball game tonight, as we hope Caleb's getting along okay as he's under the weather. So hopefully he'll be back on Saturday night for our second game against the Northridge Raiders. But tonight it's the Bethany Bruins and the Westview Warriors, and of course we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about our new coach this year, Ed Bentley, who's in his 8th year overall and had a pretty good, an excellent career over at Angola in the time that he was there from 2013 to 2019, compiling a 110 win and only 62 losses and 3 sectional titles. So
yeah, and I think one of the things we talked about in our interview with him after he was first hired, he didn't even know this, but his last 4 seasons, they won 25, 19, 17, and 20 games, and I believe those were either the 4 best records in Angola history or 4 of the top 5. I can't remember exactly. I don't want to be inaccurate there, but he knows how to coach.
I remember you brought that to the table in that interview, and you even surprised him with it. That was pretty good.
Well, he didn't know what a nerd he ran into in the numbers.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, he's very passionate, and you know, I think what I haven't observed a ton so far, but he just seems very. He's doing a lot of teaching.
Right.
You know, he's going to bring a lot of the same principles. I think we're going to see mostly, I'm sure we'll probably see all man-to-man. Hard-nosed. You remember his Angola teams were hard to score against.
Right.
Usually they were low-scoring games just because they were hard to score against. And so we'll see. You know, I don't think we're not going to slow it down. He wants us to get out and run. We've got experienced players, skilled players, and so it should be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, you know, as a curiosity, we didn't know whether he was going to bring that slow style to Westview, but he's going with what's best for the program, I think, in the what he has on the team. Well, Go to the starting lineups now. Tyson Chupp, a 6-foot freshman, will start for Bethany, along with Mason Clausen, number 14, 6-foot senior. Also in the lineup, Braden Bone, a 5'9" senior. And Evan Brown, a 6'3" junior. And the big guy in the middle, as Jamie mentioned, 6'6" senior Ethan Boyer, round out the lineup for the Bethany Christian Bruins. For the Westview Warriors, it'll be Mason Yoder, a 6'2" junior, number 13. Also, Lyndon Miller, 5'11" senior, number 23. Number 25, Drew Litweiler, a 6'4" senior for the Warriors. Luke Miller, twin brother of Lyndon Miller, 5'11" senior, number 31. And a 5'9" sophomore, Brady Yoder, rounds out the starting lineup for the Westview Warriors. And Dan's going to whistle.
No problem hearing him tonight.
It's got that echoing that we normally don't get because it kind of bounces off the fans. So some things don't change during COVID.
That is rock solid no matter what the pandemic is.
So we have Mason Yoder going up against 6'6" Ethan Boyer, but I bet he's going to get up there. We'll see. He dominated.
Mason
that
can really
one.
get up. He can be fun to watch out there in the open court and driving to the basket. He's really got a good quick step.
Brady Yoder with it on the right side. They'll swing it around to Mason down the corner to Lyndon Miller.
Looks like Bethany's come out in like a 3-2 zone. So it'll be interesting to see how we attack this and kind of patience. It looks like there are some openings down low if we move the ball.
Luke Miller gets it to his brother Lyndon. Now let's swing it around all the way into the left corner to Mason Yoder. Back out to Drew Litweiler. Right side, Brady left open for a three. Won't go down. Good block out on the offensive board. One brother to another as Lyndon Miller fed his brother Luke Miller for the first two of the night.
Yeah, we got a nice shot that time from Brady in the corner. Just missed it, but as we've seen so many times, Luke and Lyndon are there to make the play.
Braden Bone with the basketball for Bethany. He'll get it into the hands of Ethan Boyer. And now Tyson Chupp. Chupp gets it to Brady Bone.
One thing that Bethany's really struggled with in recent years is handling the ball. Someone that can just take over out there. And that's why I think this Chupp is going to be a big advantage to them.
Going for the corner is no good. Mason Yoder with the rebound for the Warriors. He'll bring it up in a hurry. Ball knocked away. Mason for three from the top. Back of the rim, no good. The rebound's pulled out of there by Mason Clausen. Tyson Chupp now, a 6-foot freshman, directs the offense for Bethany. He bounce passes it. High post right side. It'll go to Ethan Boyer. Boyer to Tyson Chupp. Back out front to the big guy, Boyer. Timeout's called by Bethany. Dan Maston is second year at the helm of the Bethany Christian Bruins. He's compiled a 6-17 record. Wants to talk things over with his team. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Or not. We'll keep it right here. 2-0 Westview. 6:04. We're almost 2 minutes into this ball game.
Yeah, we don't, opening games always, I think the coaches are more nervous than anything because you just don't know. We played a scrimmage here Saturday, and I thought we did pretty well against South Bend Riley. But you come out, the players are all jacked up, and you might hit 6 threes on Saturday, and you come out here and clank the rim on every one because you're so excited. Yeah, but you can always bring good effort. You can always pass the ball. You can always screen. Nervousness is not going to change that. So do the little things and the big things will come.
Evan Brown inbounding in front of the Westview basket as we resume action now after the timeout called by Bethany. With the ball now, Tyson Chupp takes it right side. I'm wondering if that's the athletic director's son. He wouldn't have one that age, I wouldn't think.
I was wondering that myself. But
kind of resembles him in a way, so I don't know. Maybe a fan will call in and tell us.
It's like Bethany's going to full court press. So press probably back to the zone. If we handle it right, it should give us the opportunity to get some easy shots.
Brady Yoder handling out front. Westview with a 2-point lead. Drew Miller, good no-look pass inside to Mason Yoder, and Mason puts it in off the glass.
Nice little baseline play that time called by the coach.
Clausen now loses a handle, loose on the floor, picked out of there by Brady Yoder. Behind the back dribble, takes it inside to Drew Litweiler, now down low to Mason again, and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, they definitely, the reason Bethany's gone to a zone, obviously, is they have a size advantage, but we have a quickness advantage. And I think they're trying to limit our penetration a little bit. But right now we're getting in the gaps and getting easy shots.
Tyson Chupp works it left side of Mason Clausen. Clausen down on the baseline, pulls it back out to Tyson Chupp. Now to Brady Bone. Ball stolen away, saved from going out of bounds by Brady Yoder. Work it right side, Litweiler for three, and he hits. First three of the year for the Warriors.
Yeah, beautiful ball movement that time to swing it around and hit the open shot.
And the Warriors have built a 9-0 lead here in the third quarter, and a steal. Lyndon Miller, Drew Litweiler, good.
Well, it took us a couple of possessions, but our defense has figured out what Bethany's trying to do, and we have some really good defenders out there, and they're getting a lot of steals.
Tyson Chupp hands it off to Braden Bone. They'll go left side and intercepted by Drew Litweiler. He'll take it all the way to the hole, puts it up, misses. Good offensive rebound, a putback is up and good by Mason Yoder. 6 of his team's 13 points now for Mason. 13 zip, Westview. 3:25 to go in the opening quarter, and Bethany's going to be charged with a turnover here as the ball went into the backcourt and Clausen just let it go out of bounds. So Drew Litweiler will inbound right in front of the scorer's bench. Litweiler. Burkett into the ball game now for Westview. Luke Miller with the ball between the circles. He'll get it to Ben Burkett. Lyndon Miller to Brady Yoder. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball knocked away from Ben Burkett and stolen by Bethany Christian. Shot by Chupp off the right side is off the mark, and a rebound, Brady Yoder. Brady goes left side to Burkett. Now to Litweiler, drives it down the lane and feeds it right side to Lyndon Miller. Brady in the corner, Drew left wide open for three. It's short, gets his own rebound, reverse layup, good.
Yeah, Bethany's coach can't be real happy about that. When you shoot a three-pointer and the guy gets his own rebound and gets a layup off of it. But that's what you get with a zone defense. The ball makes funny bounces. You're playing an area instead of box out a man. But coach probably not real happy with that effort there.
Tony Moser in the ball game, and they have 34 in there too, and I don't have him on my score sheet. We'll have to get that one. Brady in the lane, puts it up, got it to roll in.
Yeah, Brady even showed last year how good he was, especially from this side of the court, driving in there and hitting that little floater.
And we all know he can get elevated. Boy, he gets up there. Timeout called by Bethany. Minute 42 to go in the opening quarter. 17-0 Westview. We'll be back right after this 1-minute timeout.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Our world seems so different right now. There are so many things we thought we could depend on. Our work, our family, our health, even Westview basketball. But when our days seem uncertain, it should remind us to put our trust in a God who is certain, who knows you, who loves you, who sent his son to save you. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but shall have eternal life." Oh friend, put your trust in Jesus today.
Leading with a minute 42 to go in the opening quarter. Bethany's coach, Dan Mass, trying to get his troops together here and try to level things out a little bit. Tyson Chupp with the basketball, working against Mason Yoder. He'll go right side with it to Braden Bone. Now to Tyson Chupp. Chupp working against Yoder, Mason Yoder. Little runner off the baseline's good for Tyson Chupp, and Bethany's on the board with a minute 20 to go in the opening quarter. Ben Burkett works it left side to Mason Yoder. He'll hand it off to Brady, and on the back door, shot's no good as Mason got a little bit too far underneath. Tyson Chupp puts up a long three. Long rebound comes out to Aaron Yakey. Evan Brown to Braden Bone. Good anticipation and steal by Ben Burkett. Breakaway layup for Ben, 19-2.
I haven't kept track of the steals this quarter, but that's got to be a handful.
17 points lead for Westview. Shot from long range off the mark by Braden Bone.
Well, Bethany's not shy about shooting threes.
No, they're not. They're putting them up. That's what it would take back in this ball. And Dan mentioned that they're 0 for 4 from three-point land.
Yeah, and he said they had 6 turnovers. I remember one of them they threw away across half court, but I think the other 5 probably have been steals.
Inbounding is Chupp. He gets it into Bone. Has it knocked away, but Mason's going to be whistled for the foul. First on Mason. Is that their first team foul too as well? So Dan and Jeremy, our engineer, sitting next to us eating, and it's not fair because I'm starving over here. 7th steal of the night for Westview. Brady Yoder, long three is off the mark. Rebound. Lyndon Miller puts it, or Luke Miller puts it in right at the buzzer. So 8 minutes in the book here in the boys game. In the second game of our doubleheader tonight, Westview with the commanding lead at this point, 21-2 after the first quarter. Back with the second quarter action right after this 1 minute timeout.
Mouth-watering home-cooked meals, nightly specials, large buffet, breakfast buffet on Saturday, chicken, shrimp, and beef brisket on Saturday night, and Tuesday's lunch chicken buffet. These are what you'll find at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Top off your meal with a slice of their delicious homemade pie. That's Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. For carry-out orders, call 260-593-2988.
Pruitt may give a moment LaGrange. serves the surrounding area with dignified and personal funeral services. Fruit May provides pre-planning, traditional funeral services, traditional cremations and simple cremations, as well as monument sales. Call to discuss your needs with the knowledgeable funeral director, Lowell or Brian May, licensed funeral directors who will help you honor the cherished memory of your departed loved one. Call 260-463-3131 or visit their website at FarukMayFuneralHome.com.
Ready to start the second quarter. 21-2 is our score. Bethany will get the ball first.
Well, when you're a team, you have great expectations, new hopes, and you come out and you're down 21-2 after one quarter. It's got to be demoralizing, but I'm sure Bethany will keep playing hard and try to turn it around a little bit.
Mason Clausen drives, and he's going to be whistled for an offensive foul.
There's Brady again. Yep. Brady's really good at taking those charges. He just has a sense of where to be and the timing of it.
Yeah, even as a freshman last year, he was really good at picking those up, and he looked like a veteran playing last year, I thought.
Yeah, you like to see that from a guy, too, not afraid to sacrifice his body.
That's right. Burkett's still in the ball game. He'll get it to Brady. Back to Ben. Long three, no good. And a good hustle to the board there by Lyndon Miller, and he missed the putback. We have a foul on Lyndon as it's going to be on Mason as Mason crashed.
I think that might be his second.
It is. Second team foul. Both teams with 2 team fouls. About a minute and a half into the second quarter here. Westview with a 21-2 lead. With the ball, Mason Clausen. Looking inside, now go up top to Chupp. Tyson Chupp goes right side, right back to Clausen. His fall-away jumper is no good, and Mason Yoder with the rebound for the Warriors. Burkett off the baseline, left side, no good. Tyson Chupp rips the board down, brings it across the 10-second stripe. He'll go left side in the corner now to Braden Ball. Westview, of course, in a man-to-man. That's Bont. He'll go right side with it to Mason Clausen. Now to Evan Brown. Ball stolen by Brady Yoder, but he stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah, he landed on it as he jumped up for the ball.
Bethany will be inbounding to the right of their own basket underneath. It'll be Tyson Chupp triggering it in for Bethany. He'll lob it inside, try to get it into the big guy Boyer, but it's knocked away. Drew Litweiler came up with a steal, and then he's fouled on a reach-in. Brown with his first foul of the night. Inbound pass to Ben Burkett. Mason Yoder. He'll get it to Brady. Back to Burkett. Burkett to Lyndon Miller. Bounce passes it to Brady Yoder. Down to Mason. Left side to Litweiler. Down low. Fall away jumpers. In and out. No good by Brady Yoder. Tyson Chupp brings it back for Bethany. Takes it down to the baseline as it knocked out of bounds by Lyndon Miller. Luke Miller coming back in as Drew Litweiler will take a rest. Chupp looking to inbound. Ball stolen away by Lyndon Miller. Throws it into traffic, and it's eventually chased down by Evan Brown, who grabbed it in the backcourt. Recrosses the timeline. They'll work it left side now to Clausen. His shot is no good, but we have a foul. Is that going to be a three?
Yeah, I think it will.
Three-shot foul.
He was kind of off balance, and he stuck his arm out and hit him on the ever so slightly. I don't think it really affected the shot, but he did have his hands on him.
I believe that was on Lyndon. That'll be his first. Shots up short. Like Clausen might have thought about it a little bit too much there. 6-foot senior Mason Clausen. Second shot in the air off the back of the iron, no good. He'll get one more. And Dan mentioned the first time either team has been at the free throw line. This one spins out, so he misses all three. Luke Miller with a rebound for the Warriors. He'll go right side to Mason Yoder. Brady Yoder, three off the rim and chased down by Tyson Chupp. Chuck goes left side with it to Clausen. A long three is off the mark. Right back to Chupp on the tip, and he puts it up and in. Tyson Chupp with all 4 of Bethany's points. Ben Burkett out front to Mason Yoder. Fakes a shot, drives, gives out to Burkett.
So first quarter, Bethany was primarily in a zone, and we just shredded it. And of course this quarter in the man, and so far we haven't scored. So usually what that means, if you're not getting open and you have a quickness advantage, is you need to screen a little bit better. Your spacing needs to be a little better, and maybe your passing needs to be a little smarter and hit the open man and not throwing it away from where the cutters are. So we'll see if we can figure that out here in the next few possessions.
Ben Burkett, inbound pass comes to Luke Miller, and he takes a little jumper left wide open. Luke
He's
with
really
6.
good at that 15-footer.
3 in the air on the other end by Mason Clausen's off the mark, and grabbing the rebound is Lyndon Miller. Mason Yoder down the baseline, dishes it out to Lyndon Miller for another jumper, no good, and pulling down the rebound is Ethan Boyer for Bethany. Tyson Chupp with Mason Yoder on him. Now Ben Burkett with another steal, and knocked away and out of bounds, but a foul's called on Tony Mosier, the 5'9" senior. Mosier picks up foul number 2. And that'll be a shooting foul for Ben Burkett. Burkett's first shot's off the front of the iron, no good. Back into the ball game is Aaron Yankee, a 6-foot senior. Coming to the bench is Ethan Boyer. (23-4) as Burkett hits the free throw, second free throw. Chupp, 24-4. Chupp with the basketball. He'll go to Mosier. Mosier right side in the corner to Clausen. Clausen looks to Chupp, hits him. Can't find the shot. He'll give off to Mosier. Now to Clausen. Clausen, long range 3 is good. Clausen looked more confident with that 3-point shot than he did from the free throw line. He rushed those free throws. Litweiler's shot off the baseline's good. 9 now for Drew. 26-7 is our score. Mosier cross courts in the corner to Chupp, and his shot's no good. Rebound Drew Litweiler. Westview in transition. Fake, shots up, no good off the glass, but we have a foul on Bethany. It'll be a 2-shot foul. Third foul on Mosier. And all of them have come in this second quarter. Litweiler's shot is up and good. He'll get one more.
You always have some players that are just aggressive.
Yeah, and he looks like if Bethany had a football team, he probably would be on it.
Yeah, he's got the haircut for it too.
Yeah, he'd
tough looking haircut.
Be a linebacker probably. Second shot by Drew is good. 28-7. Clausen again with a 3. This time it's no good, and the rebound, Ben Burkett. The big guy. Now Mason, he'll drive, puts it up and got it. 8 now for Mason. As Westview hits the 30-point mark with just under 3 minutes to go in this ball in the first half. Westview's girls were defeated in the first game by the Bethany Lady Bruins, 54-20. Ball stolen away, Mason Yoder. Lyndon Miller with the drive, and the layup is good.
Nice pass ahead that time by Mason. One thing Mason's really improved on is his court vision and passing ahead. I think that was something that wasn't so evident last year and even in the summer. But did a nice job with that.
Shot from the right side by Evan Brown is good. 6'3" junior with his first 2 of the night. 32-9 now Westview. Mason Yoder goes right side to Lyndon Miller. Bounce pass inside, knocked away. Good hustle by Mason Clausen on defense. Brady Yoder coming back into the ball game as Ben Burkett will come to the Warrior bench. Brady Yoder inbounding for the Warriors. He'll get it into Luke Miller. Out front to Mason with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Bounce pass down low to Drew Litweiler. Drew looking for position, and a good turnaround jump hook is good. Drew is having a fantastic ball game already. 13 points in this one.
Yeah, he does a really nice job down on the post. He's just got a way of positioning himself to
good feed
the basket.
Down the lane, but the shot is missed by Evan Brown. Litweiler the other way, puts it up, misses this time. But a good offensive board by Luke Miller to Mason. Mason, the runner inside, is off the mark. And we have a whistle and a foul, and let's see who that's going to go against. They're going to call it on Bethany, so it'll be Mason going to the stripe as he was fouled going up for that shot. Oh, okay. No, that's right. Dan just whispered or talked and said that Mason Yoder was not fouled. Yeah, it was an out of bounds. It wasn't a shooting foul. Bethany brings it back now. Tyson Chupp. I was concentrating too much on getting wetting my whistle a little bit. Mason's been very aggressive, and he picks up his 3rd foul tonight. He'll come out. Drew Miller makes his first appearance this year. Number 21 at 5'9", senior. Can't believe he's a senior, Jamie. You probably can't either. I know that's the way it was with my kids. All of a sudden, they're in 2nd grade, and I look up and they're seniors.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Evan Brown, I coached him in the Warrior Youth League when he was, I can't remember if it was 3rd or 4th grade. He lives in our neighborhood.
That's right. I knew that name sounded familiar.
Yeah, he was 1 grade lower than Drew, or is, and so I coached both of them, but seems like just a little while ago, but now they're monsters out there.
That's right.
Evan.
Drew shots up, no good. Rebound's pulled out of there by Brown. He'll get it up court. Shot is up, and we have a traveling violation as Braden Bond. Good defense by Westview caused that turnover.
Yeah, nice job. Brady he's really good at position defense. He's not a brute out there, and he's not gonna, he's not 6'6" with long arms, but he's really effective at making it tough for his guy.
34-9 Westview. Good back. Oh, great pass by Drew Miller on that. And the feed to Luke Miller. 36-9. Shots up off the glass and good by Ethan Boyer. His first 2 tonight. So Dan is telling me that we got a text from a longtime viewer and listener, and that will bring an end to the first half. Bud Fink called in and said that Tyson Chupp is indeed the son of Gary Chupp, the athletic director at Bethany Christian High School. So the end of the first half has come, and it's 36-11. Westview leading Bethany. And we'll be back with stats and scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Mouth-watering home-cooked meals, nightly specials, large buffet, breakfast buffet on Saturday, chicken, shrimp, and beef brisket on Saturday night, and Tuesday's lunch chicken buffet. These are what you'll find at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Top off your meal with a slice of their delicious homemade pie. That's Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. For carry-out orders, call 260-593-2988.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Our world seems so different right now. There are so many things we thought we could depend on. Our work, our family, our health, even Westview basketball. But when our days seem uncertain, it should remind us to put our trust in a God who is certain, who knows you, who loves you, who sent his son to save you. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but shall have eternal life." Oh friend, put your trust in Jesus today.
Okay, we are back at Westview High School at halftime of Westview versus Bethany in the season opener for both schools. Westview jumped out to a 21-2 lead at the end of the first quarter. They also outscored Bethany 15-9 in that second quarter for a halftime total of 36-11. Let's take a look at the individual scoring, and then Dan will fill in some of the other stats that are important to basketball success. First for Bethany, Tyson Chupp, a 6-foot freshman, was the first one to score for Bethany tonight, and he ended up with 4 in the first half. Mason Clausen, a 6-foot senior, had 1 3-pointer for 3 points. Evan Brown added 2 points. He's a 6'3" junior. And number 50, 6'6" senior Ethan Boyer added 2 for 2 points for a total of 11 for Bethany. For Westview, really balanced scoring out there, or at least it was spread among several players. Ben Burkett added 3 points, had a field goal and a free throw. Mason Yoder had 8 points on 4 field goals. Lyndon Miller had 2 points. Drew Litwater leads the Warriors tonight. He's got a 3-pointer, 4 2-point field goals, and 2 free throws for a total of 13 points. Luke Miller has 8. He has 4 field goals. And Brady Yoder added 2 to round out the scoring for Westview and their total of 36. So really good ball movement, good balance. The guys really don't care who scores. And it was fun to watch. Second quarter had some hiccups, but what you might expect in your first game. So we'll turn it over to Dan right now, and he's going to fill in some of the crucial stats.
Crucial, huh? Well, the interesting thing is in the first quarter, Westview was 8 of 9 from 2-point range, so we only missed 1 2-pointer. 1 of 5, though, from long range, so not doing so well there. Second quarter, we were 6 of 11, so still 14 of 20, so we're shooting 70% inside the arc. Second quarter, we tried 3 more threes and didn't make any, so we're 1 of 8, so whopping 12.5% from outside the arc. So overall, still shooting right around 50%, 15 of 28, a little over 50% from the field, but certainly doing better inside than we are outside. On the other side of the floor, the Bruins just have not gotten very many shots. I showed them with a total of 16 shots compared to our 28. And I think Jerry had mentioned this earlier, they're not shy about putting up the 3. Their senior Braden Bone put up 3 in the first quarter and missed them all. One of them was an air ball. Mason Clausen, also a senior, in the second quarter, he took over with the long-range duties, and he put up 5, and he did make one of them. And Tyson Chupp also missed one, so they're 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. They're 4 of 6 inside the arc, so they're shooting 67% inside the arc, but overall they're shooting 5 of 16, so it's under 33%, around 30% from the field. So that's not going to win you a whole lot of ball games. And Westview does have a pretty commanding rebounding advantage as well, 18 to 9, 7 of ours being from on the offensive board, and the Bruins have pulled down 2 offensive boards. So yeah, it's so far. Well, and I guess the other stat would be the turnovers, and I think Jamie, you had mentioned that you think most of those turnovers were steals, and it kept right on happening that way. Almost all the turnovers were steals. There was a couple I didn't count because basically we stole them and then we lost it immediately or whatever.
Yeah, so, landed on the end line or whatever.
But I still show that they had 13 turnovers, and I had 3 for us.
Okay.
So if I had counted those double turnovers, I guess it would have been 15 and 5. But
yeah.
I'm not quite sure. I mean, since we never really had possession, I don't think those really count.
Yeah, that's like intercepting the ball and landing out of bounds. Right. It's not an interception. So right. I think you're right on that. So, well, I think a highlight there among the rebounds, 18 to 9 is when you have 7 offensive rebounds. That's something that the past coaching staff always emphasize and has been ingrained into these players, and it just shows you're playing hard, you're alert, you're being aggressive and going after every miss. So yeah, 14 out of 20 from 2. I think if I'd have guessed, and I've never been in a halftime under Ed Bentley, but I would guess that we might emphasize that fact. Yeah. We have very capable 3-point shooters. We saw it the other night. I think Brady had 6 or 7 against South Bend Riley, and we hit a bunch of them, but layups are a lot easier, and a lot more consistent, and so.
And yeah, speaking of the offensive boards, so Lyndon Miller has 3 of them, and 5 rebounds overall, so he's our leading rebounder. Mason Yoder has a couple offensive boards, and so Luke Weiler and Luke Miller each have 1 too, so they're spread out a bit, but yeah, Lyndon's having a nice rebounding game, 5 rebounds for me. I know he's been in on a couple of those steals as well, but yeah, and his brother, Luke's scoring more. Actually, I show Luke 4 for 4 from the field, so Luke's doing all right, but a lot of those have been feeds right inside, so layups.
And I think that's what you're going to see all year. When you look at the average points for individuals, probably mid-year or beyond, you're probably not going to see anybody over 15 points a game, but you're going to see several probably between 13 and 8. And that Luke could have 20 tonight and Lyndon 20 the next night, and all the starters could do that. So,
well, Mason started off really hot. He had 6 of our first 10, I believe, or so, and then he did add 1 more bucket. But yeah, he was early on, and they were, nice shots. But like you said too, he found an open man ahead of him on a fast break and fed him, and instead of just taking it. So,
yep, we saw each other pretty well, and be interesting to see what I'm sure will come out right up. Most people would say this game's put away now, but we want to come out and leave no doubt. You don't want it to be a grinder. Get it done and finish strong.
All right, we're about ready to start the second half of play. Thanks, guys. 36-11 is our score. Westview leading Bethany. Both teams out on the hardwood, or at least Bethany is. Westview still getting some instructions from their head coach, Ed Bentley. I shouldn't have eaten that snack. I've got nuts caught in my throat now.
We got you covered.
Oh, I hope so. Lyndon Miller will inbound as we begin the second half of play. Same starting lineup, it looks like, for both teams.
It's like we might be running some kind of set to begin with here, with who took the ball out front.
Back door to Brady, and that set worked really well.
I think that's good of the coach early on to run a play, get us a basket, get us feeling good.
Get off on a right foot in the
right.
second quarter, or second half. Tyson Chupp, as we mentioned, son of athletic director Gary Chupp, number 10.
Yeah, he was the coach for a while, for a few seasons, a little whiles back, but.
Yeah, I think he took over kind of in an emergency situation. Shot is good by Luke Miller on the steal and the drive. Luke with 10. 40-11.
So he's our second guy in double figures.
Here you go. Yeah, we've got Litweiler with 13. Chupp gets it to the big guy Boyer. Brown, now Boyer for 3. Rolls around off the rim and picked up by Drew Litweiler. He'll take it all the way down. Good feed to Mason Yoder.
Yeah, Drew is at his best, I think, in the open court, running and finding the open guy. He's always had good court vision, and he can get end to end pretty quick.
Yeah, he's quick for his size.
This could be excitement. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Thought we were going to see our first dunk. Mason with 12 now, so Westview with 3 players in double digits. Luke Miller, Drew Litweiler, and now Mason. Brown with it. He'll go right side.
One thing I think that's improved since that second quarter is our defensive intensity has ratcheted up a little bit. You see Bethany's having a hard time even completing a pass right now.
Yeah, we came out here, looks like we'll get more energy. What do we have?
He called that for Mason for carrying that time.
So a turnover on Westview. Bethany will inbound underneath their own basket. Brown comes out of the ball game along with Braden Bond.
I think it's a little bit of human nature. You get up 21 or 19-0 in a quarter, and I don't know if you feel sorry for the other team, but your intensity's not going to be quite as much as it is at 0-0 or even 10-0.
Subconsciously, that could happen.
So
I could understand
that's why you got to coach and refocus you and let you know, hey, you got to bring that effort all the time.
Good jumper off the baseline by Chupp. He has 6 for the Bruins. 44-13 Westview. 5:25 to go in the third quarter. Down low, it'll come to Drew. Good strong move underneath, and he gets it up and in.
Yeah, these guys are so good at feeding the post, and they play well together, and it's just fun to watch.
Westview back in action on Saturday night as Northridge will come to Westview. Shot by Moser short, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Westview basketball. The game Saturday could get pretty intense, I would think.
Yeah, Northridge.
Probably a good matchup.
Definitely. Northridge has a really good team coming back. They lost a few players, but they have a lot of really good ones coming back, and it was as close as it could get last year as we won on a last-second shot, and I'm sure they don't forget that.
That was by number 11 down there, Ben Burkett. Turnaround jump hook, and we have a 3-second violation, wasn't it?
Or
a foul.
Off. Yeah, he kind of used his elbow a little more that time than normal.
Was that Drew's first? Okay. confirmed by our statistician, Dan Byler. Mason Clausen with it. Tries to drive the baseline, then steps back for three, and it's going to be short, and it's going to go all the way out of bounds. So it'll be Westview ball.
Well, one reason Bethany's shooting a lot of three-pointers is that's about the only open shots they can get. When they do get an opening, they take it because they've had a lot of steals.
Right.
And just can't get good shots from two, and that's what we want. Let them shoot threes.
Westview with the basketball on a hot streak, running to Dan 5 for 5 from the field for the Warriors so far in this second half.
Well, they go in pretty good when you're shooting layups.
That's true. High percentage shots, definitely. And there's another one. As Drew hit 6 for 6 now for the Warriors in this half.
So that would make us 20 for 26 from two. Not bad.
Ball stolen, Mason. Let's see if he dunks. He just lays it in.
Getting closer.
He will eventually. 14 for Mason. Chuck tries to get it inside of Boyer. Knocked away. Burkett comes out with it. He'll give it to Mason. Mason on Brown. Puts it up and in.
Nice under control finish that time by Mason.
52-13. 3.5 minutes to go. And quarter number 3, and timeout called by Bethany. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back with more from Westview in this opening game of the 2020-2021 season. Back after this.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
On the other end, that's not really a varsity game.
Yeah, it's too bad. Well, they've already
Mold Mob in Shipshewana provides an environmentally conscious approach to mold, moisture, and odor removal. Mold Mob gets to the source of the problem in a way that is effective, affordable, and protects the planet. Mold Mob's indoor air quality services don't just cover up odors, mold, smoke, or other toxins. They remediate with treatments that denature bacteria, fungi, and other toxic substances for cleaner air. That's Mold Mob, just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250.
All right, we're back at Westview, 52-13. 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Tony Moser gets it in to number 12, and he's not on our list here. Not a Bond. And he carried, so it'll be a turnover on the Bruins, and it'll come to Westview.
Well, it's a big step for, when you have a freshman point guard, Tyson Chupp. Big step from 8th grade to playing Westview in your first game.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be tough. Mason got up in the air, and he came down on the Bethany player. And Bethany player Mosier, it wasn't an undercut by any means. Mason got himself airborne and came right on down on top of Mosier.
Yeah, Mason has a lot of hard falls every game. He just bounces right back up.
Yeah, he does. Doesn't seem to bother him much. He's a competitor, no doubt. Mason at the stripe. That rims out. He'll get one more. Mosier comes out of the ball game. Mosier is in a tad bit of foul trouble. I think that was his 4th foul. And Mason can't get it to drop. Braden Lehman in, more well known as Bucky. Drew Litweiler gets it out to Bucky. Now Mason, Ben, Brady. Mason drives the baseline and drops it in. Almost slammed it.
No, I'd call that a dunk.
All right,
He had
we'll
two
call
hands
it.
on the rim. He didn't pull it down, but Baby dunk.
Well, baby dunk. And Dan just mentioned that Mason is 9 for 9 from 2-point range. The only shots he's missed are 2 free throws a little bit ago and a 3. Litweiler coming to the bench and a timeout called. It'll be at 30. So we'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. Back at Westview, 54-13, 2:24 to go in the third quarter. Westview leading Bethany. We'll be back here for a couple of games this week. The girls play on Friday night, beginning at 6 o'clock. We'll go on around 5:45, and then on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Bethany with the inbound pass coming to Mason Clausen. Clausen looks right side, but cutting the other way was Braden Bond, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover on Bethany. Oh, no, it was deflected. They're going to stay in the hands of Bethany.
I didn't see that deflection. Looked like he missed it by 2 feet, but I guess they're closer than we are.
Bethany with the basketball. Bond. Now Clausen, as he's fouled from three-point land by Brady Yoder, and it's going to be a three-shot foul coming for Bethany.
Yeah, that's pretty rare to see, really. You know, a guy that shoots a lot of three-pointers usually is a pretty good shooter. So
that's right.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so no shooting fouls here. Boyer gets the inbound passes. He just came in off the bench. Puts it on the floor once, gives it to Chupp. Chupp right side of Bond. Works on Ben Burkett. Minute 45 to go in the third quarter. Driving down to the baseline, Clausen, fall-away jumper, no good. Drew Miller has checked into the ball game for Westview. So now we have Drew and Brandon Lehman, Brady Yoder, Ben Burkett, and Mason Yoder. Might have mentioned Ben twice, I don't know.
There's 6 of them out there.
Yeah.
Bethany probably thinks there are.
Starting to see double. Drew Miller over to Brady Yoder, now to Burkett. He'll feed Drew underneath. Jumper off the baseline's good for Drew Miller. So far, Dan mentioned again, no 2-point field goals have been missed this quarter for Westview. And we have another turnover. Actually, it was an elbow on Bethany, their big guy, Ethan Boyer. Yeah, it is. It was an offensive foul, not a turnover. But, yes, I guess you're right, Dan. Are you mic'd up now, or are we just hearing you? Okay.
They just think we're talking to whoever.
He's the guy in the truck if we were professionals. Right?
Yeah.
That's right. Brady Yoder. Bucky Lehman, I'll call him, so I don't mess that up. Braden Bond has it knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay in the hands of Bethany. Drew Litweiler getting set to check back in for Westview. Mason Yoder will come to the bench. .8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Chupp inbounding to Boyer. Boyer brings it out front on the pass to Clausen. Klassen goes left side of Bond. Now to Brown in the corner. He'll cross court it. Wide open is Klassen. His shot's off the mark. Tipped into the hands from Lehman to Brady Yoder to Drew Litweiler. Good break for the Warriors.
So our streak's still going.
Still haven't missed it, and it looks like it's going to become a 100% shooting from two-point land for Westview in this quarter as Chupp hits a three, his first three of the night, and the first three of the night for the entire Bethany team. So we come to an end of the third quarter of play where Westview shot 100% from the field. Mind you, most of those shots were layups, but...
Except for that last shot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, that wasn't. 58-16 is our score after three. We'll be back right after this 1 minute timeout.
Mouth-watering home-cooked meals, nightly specials, large buffet, breakfast buffet on Saturday, chicken, shrimp, and beef brisket on Saturday night, and Tuesday's lunch chicken buffet. These are what you'll find at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Top off your meal with a slice of their delicious homemade pie. That's Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. For carry-out orders, call 260-593-2988.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
58-16 as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Jerry Hostetler with Jamie Miller, Dan Byler, and our engineer tonight, Jeremy Anderson. Ball knocked away. Brady Yoder gets it. Baseball pass ahead. It's too long for Drew Litweiler. Got a breath of fresh air while he was at it. Open up the door.
Yeah. Clear the air.
There you go.
Yeah, a little bit, the spacing that time wasn't very good. The angle in the pass wasn't right. It's hard to throw a straight ahead pass like that when you're not very far apart.
Chupp with the basketball for Bethany. Boyer hands it back to Chupp. Now to Boyer. He'll put it up. No good. Rebound Brady Yoder for Westview. Brady to Litweiler. Drew Miller now to Burkett. Bounce pass down low. Tried to get it between two Bethany defenders and it's stolen away. Klassen with a three and it's short. Brady Yoder chases down the rebound. Burkett on the breakaway. He'll put it up and hit.
Good pass ahead that time.
60-16 as Westview hits that 60-point mark. 6:50 to go in the ball game. Shot by Chupp's off the mark. Rebound Brady Yoder. Drew Miller. Burkett. Burkett double team, gets it out of trouble to Brady, now to Drew Litweiler. He'll put it up. No good off the glass, and Boyer, the big guy, pulls down the rebound for Bethany.
I think that broke our streak, didn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. So we shot 100% in the third quarter, and our first miss of since the second quarter. Bethany
we'll
will
have
be
the tape to go check.
Yeah, we'll do some checking. We'll get back to you during the Northridge game.
So what were we up to? 12? And maybe more.
12 straight successful two-pointers, right?
Yep.
Ball knocked away, and Bethany with the turnover, and Westview will bring it out. Burkett inbounding. He'll get it into Brady Yoder. Brady goes left side of Burkett. Back out to Drew Miller. Now Brady Yoder. Drew with a good move underneath. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled in the process, so he'll go to the stripe shooting two.
Yeah, nice step through that time on by Drew. So what's he got, 19?
Yes. And they hit the 20-point mark here.
I think did he have a 20-point game last year?
I think he did. I did have that written down on my score sheet. I should have left it there. Well, he has now hit his first free throw, so the... Oh, that's right. Dan was checking, and Drew Litweiler just hit 20 points for the first time in his varsity career, now 21. So that's his high water mark in a varsity uniform. Brady Yoder on the breakaway, puts it up and in.
Yeah, he's in good position over there.
With the basketball, Bethany. Brown with a shot from way outside. Litweiler cleans it off the glass. He'll drive it, give it off to Drew Miller, and they're calling Drew Litweiler for carrying the basketball. 5:20 to go in this ball game. Westview with the big lead, 64-16 over Bethany. Braden Nash into the basketball game for the first time tonight. Number 3 for Westview. Braden's a sophomore. And what is he? He's probably 6'2", maybe 6'1" or 2, somewhere in there. Litweiler will come out. Litweiler and Brady Yoder come out for Westview. Entering the contest again, Lyndon Miller and Luke Miller. So we got 3 Millers, a Lehman, and a Nash out there right now.
That sounds pretty Westview-ish.
Yes, it does. No Yoders, which is unusual. Shot by Moser's not going to. Well, no. Did they count it? Yeah, it looks like they counted the basket. Now, if it is indeed good, it will be a 3-pointer for Moser. Foul is on Luke Miller. So did they count it? I guess they did.
Yeah, they counted it, and they get the ball back.
So Moser with the 3-pointer, the second 3 of the night for Bethany, the other one owned by Tyson Chupp, the freshman. Chupp will inbound. Chupp gets it to Ethan Boyer. Across court it into the corner. Good play by Luke Miller as he tipped it away, but tipped it off the hands of Moser. So it'll be a turnover to Westview. Lyndon Miller goes to Drew Miller. Down to Braden Nash. Swing it up to Lehman. Drew Miller. Luke Miller. Now Braden Nash for 3, and he hits. That's got to be his first varsity points, I believe. So Braden Nash with a 3 to start his varsity career. Luke Miller brings it up on the miss.
Well, he was a really good scorer last year for the JV, and will be this year too. So he's got a really natural stroke out there.
Luke Miller with the jumper. He has 12. 69-19, Westview with a big lead. Tyson Chupp works it to number 34, which we don't have. Tipped around, eventually grabbed by Luke Miller. Back come the Warriors. Luke stops up, gives it to Bucky Lehman underneath, and Lehman he's scored more varsity points, though, I think.
Well, you can see how, when the Luke and Lennon are in there, they just get their hands on so many passes and rebounds, and it flows on both ends really well.
So Brandon Lehman, Bucky Lehman, hit his first field goal of his career. He had a free throw last year. Tyson Chupp with the inbound pass. Directing the offense out front. He'll go right side of Mosier. Evan Litweiler in the ball game. Rebound right into the hands of Lehman on the miss. And there's a first varsity points now for Litweiler. Evan Litweiler. Yeah, I can't just say Litweiler.
Yeah, it was banner night for the Litweilers. Combined 23 points.
Great. Evan. And Evan's a sophomore or freshman?
Sophomore.
Shot no good. Mosier on the offensive board, and the putback is good. Mosier with his 5th point of the night. 73-21 now, nearing the 2-minute mark to go in this ball game. And Braden Esch with another basket off the baseline off the left side. Esch now with 5. I didn't see who made that basket.
Chuck. Oh, it was? Okay, I missed.
And that was a 2? 3. Okay, that's third 3. Third three for Bethany tonight. Lehman give it to Evan Litweiler. Back out front will come to Lyndon Miller. Braden Esch now with it. Minute and a half to go in the ball game. Boys will be back in action on Saturday night against Northridge. Esch works it to Evan Litweiler. Now Drew Miller, jumper off the high post right side, won't go. Putback's no good. Boyer comes up with a rebound. He'll get it to Chuck. Minute 10 to go. Boyer, a 3 is short. Lyndon Miller grabs the rebound.
Well, I said our average score of the last 4 meetings is 73-21, and we are really close to that right now. So
that's right. Lyndon Miller gets it to Bucky Lehman. He'll give it to Braden Esch. Now Evan Litweiler. Drew Miller. Out front will come to Lyndon Miller. He'll feed underneath the Drew Miller, and a good runner for Drew. Is that 6 for Drew?
I think it's 4.
4, okay. I had 4, but I thought maybe I missed one. Foul underneath is going to go against Bucky Lehman. That'll send Boyer to the free throw line for Bethany. 19.3 seconds to go in the basketball game. Ethan Boyer's shot is in and out, no good.
What are they from the line tonight, Dan?
Boyer will get one more.
Okay. 0 for 4.
0 for 4
yeah, I said
for
okay.
Yeah. Second shot is up and good. So now they're 1 for 5. 77-25. Evan Litweiler inbounding to Lyndon Miller. And everyone on the Westview roster has scored tonight, including Evan Litweiler, who came up from the JV, and Braden Esch. And that'll do it. So we had a split here tonight with the girls losing to Bethany in the first game 54-20, but the boys winning this game 77-25 over Bethany. Jimmy and Dan will be back with stats and scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Back at Westview High School, where the Warriors have just dispatched the Bethany Bruins by a total of 77-25. I think that's a 52-point margin, if my math is correct. First quarter, Westview outscored Bethany 21-2. It was 36-11 at halftime. Third quarter scoring was 16-5. Westview, I think it was 58-13. No, 16 after 3 quarters. And then the final of 77-25. We outscored them 25-9 in the fourth quarter. No, that's not quite right. I'm not looking at something right. But anyways, final was 77-25. Let me take a look at the individual scoring. Bethany. Dan said it was 80-25. I missed that last 3 points then. Tyson Chupp led Bethany with 9 points, a nice looking freshman. Number 14, Mason Clausen added 3. Braden Bond added 3. Tony Mosier added 5. He's a 5'9 senior. Evan Brown, a 6'3 junior, had 2 points. Ethan Boyer rounded out the scoring for Bethany with 3 points. He had a field goal and a free throw for their total of 25. For Westview, every single person that played scored. So let's start with numerically. Number 3, Braden Ash had 5. He came in, played, 3-4 minutes maybe. Shot a 3 right away, made it. Also had a 2-pointer. He added 5 points. Ben Burkett added 5. Mason Yoder was 9 for 9 from the floor, had 18 points. Drew Miller was 2 for 3 from the floor, added 4 points. Lyndon Miller had 2. Let's see, Drew Litweiler led Westview tonight with 21 points. He had 7 2-pointers, 4 free throws, and a 3-pointer. Luke Miller added 12. He had 6 2-pointers. Brady Yoder had 3 2-pointers tonight for 6 points. And Bucky Lehman, or Brandon Lehman, also had a basket for 2 points. Oh, and Evan Litweiler had 2 points. He came in, I think he scored within about 10 seconds of being in there. So a lot of fun tonight to go around. The boys shared the ball really well. So we ended up with 3 guys in double figures. Mason with 18, Drew with 21, and Luke with 12. And so,
and the final score was 80. Is that what we?
I think I have 80 to 25.
Okay, because the scoreboard said 77. So.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
It did. I don't.
Maybe I put some points on for us that reverse. I don't know.
Anyway, that's what the scoreboard said.
It was a lot to a little. So
yeah.
So Dan now will have some of the rebounding and percentages.
I think the 77 is right. I'm not sure where I got the 80. So, yeah. I don't have all the stats completely figured out, but there are some interesting things. I mean, we had a huge rebounding advantage. I show us 34 to 13. 8 of those for us being offensive boards. They had 3 offensive boards. But, yeah, we talked about that in the third quarter, and I am going to go back and look to see if by any chance we made any of our last 2-point attempts in the second quarter. It's potential. I mean, Lyndon's last shot he took in the second quarter, he made a 2-pointer, and Luke's last 2 shots were 2-pointers. He made them. And Mason's only shot in the second quarter was a make. So if any of those 3 guys scored last, they would have been makes. So potentially we had more than 12, but we had 11 made field goals in a row in the third quarter, unless I missed something, and I might have. But I don't show any X's on my third quarter stat sheet. I show 11 twos. So that's pretty awesome. And 5 of those were by Mason. But so of course 100% there in the third quarter. I show overall inside the arc we were 32 of 41 tonight. That's 78%.
That's not bad.
If you're going to hit 78% and you get that many shots off, you're going to win most of your games, I'm guessing. Now outside the arc, not so well. We did 2 of 9, and I don't have all the individuals. I mean all the other stats for Bethany, but they put up 17 3-pointers and they made 3. So I think that was probably a big part of the story there, and we had a lot of turnovers, a lot of steals. I mean, they had a lot of turnovers. Often they were steals by us. We just kept poking them loose. Lyndon poked an awful lot of balls loose. Luke did as well. Brady was knocking them loose. I mean, it was just everybody's hands were in there. Ben had 2. I mean, I think both times he scored. Or no, I guess the one time he didn't score, but he got fouled. But he had early on when he came in, he poked the ball loose and took it to the other end for a bucket, and then just a little bit later he did it again, but he got swatted and fouled that time. But yeah, a lot of guys had steals. I didn't keep track of who had the steals, but a lot of steals tonight. So
yeah, we'll see if I don't know if we get official stats tonight or not. We used to get them after every game, but maybe they're.
Well, the guy that was doing them is now sort of busy with the girls program.
Right.
So I'm not sure who took that position now.
And
so we'll have to get to be friends with them.
Probably would be Kenton.
Oh,
Kenton
probably.
Weaver, he's
a
JV coach, so that's
right.
what Ryan was last year. So we'll see.
We'll say something to Kenton and see if we can get that accomplished. But as long as we have Dan, we really, we've got pretty official stats here.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll do it for tonight. Once again, we've got a few games coming up here. On Friday night, we'll cover the girls' game, and that'll start at 6 o'clock because there will be no JV game. So we'll be coming on at 5:45 with the crew. And then on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock, we'll probably go on around 1:45 for another girls' game. It'll be Wawasee on Saturday and Prairie Heights on Friday night. Then, of course, on Saturday night, it'll be the Northridge Raiders coming to Westview to take on our boys, and that will start at the normal time, I guess, after the JV game, if there is.
Jerry, I just realized something. During the girls' game, I talked about that donate button. So if you're still listening, and if you didn't donate, we are asking people to donate to the Westview Athletic Department because they cannot sell very many tickets when they're limited to 2 adults per player as the only fans here. On the LaGwana Media website, on the home page, right underneath the boys team photo, there is a donate button. That money all goes to the Westview Athletic Department. We had an option the school had the option of having us do this as a pay-per-view, and I didn't like that very well because if we did that pay-per-view, the service we would have to go through was going to keep 40% of whatever you donated. And so I suggested to the school that why don't we try having people just donate, and then all of it will go to the school. Now, I guess there's a couple 2.5% or 3% that come out from PayPal for processing payments, but please, if we get enough donations, the school said they'll just keep not officially charging and not put this behind a pay-per-view wall. But and after that scrimmage, which was normally, I mean, it just costs a jar of canned goods to come in, but we had $280 donated. We had several people, I think they just donated for the whole season. So that was really good. But if we could keep having people donate when you watch, that would be really appreciated, and keep this so you don't officially have to pay per view. Let's support the Westview Athletic Program.
All right. So that'll do it for tonight. Tonight's game is brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Hyde Auto Body, US 20 West and LaGrange, Eden Worship Center, Topeka Do It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Also, Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka, Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, your local source for powder coating. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Dale is the right man for the job. And LaGwana, serving our customers with creative solutions. Our bronze sponsors are Topeka Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy. Also, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka. Our passion is protecting yours. By Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury for your automotive repair and tire service needs. Also, Topeka Clinic on Lehman Drive in Topeka. Dutch Blessing Floral in Shipshewana, featuring floral arrangements and gift baskets for all occasions. Mold Mob, located just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250. And Precision Financial Group, with local advisors Andrew Landgraf, Adam Christner, and Ryan Yoder. That'll do it for tonight. Thanks to our color commentator, Jamie Miller, our statistician tonight, Dan Byler, and our engineer, Jeremy Anderson. This is Jerry Hostetler. Once again, our final score, 77-25, Westview defeating Bethany in the boys' game. The girls' game, 54-20, Bethany over Westview.